Happy Friday, everybody. I felt like it was a while since I've done a reading vlog, so I'm here to do one. We had a good morning, even though I let myself lie in bed for like an hour. I popped this pimple. I popped this one last night, and I have a little popped blood vessel or something there. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not terrible and that it goes away. I finished 2 assignments. I'm gonna leave a survey that I have for one of my classes down below. I'm going to be looking at how social media has affected the voting behaviors of specifically young voters for my final paper. So if you're between the ages of 18 to 26 and are an American citizen, I would really appreciate it if you took the time to take my survey. I'll leave it in the description down below. I've had a bit of imposter syndrome this whole week because this is my hair without any product in it, just to give myself a break. So this is what it looks like. Obviously it looks like I don't actually have wavy hair, so I've kind of just been throwing it up so it doesn't really bother me mentally. Before lunch, a little bit after I finished my assignments, I've been reading this. I was hoping to finish it yesterday, but I got distracted with my assignment because I got distracted from my assignment with BTS videos. I really randomly asked Coda if BTS had any like solo albums or like solo singles, because Coda actually is a huge K-pop fan and has been following BTS since their debut, so he knows a lot about them, and I'm more of a newer fan. I fell down a hole of watching videos of their solo songs, watching different videos of them, and then listening to their songs and just having like a solo dance party silent disco type of situation. It was really fun. I'm starting out with their singles and like their EPs, like the Japanese version of their songs, which is really fun because I can understand them, and then I'm gonna start listening to their albums from their debut upwards because I've only listened to like 3 of their newer stuff. I'm really excited. Let me know who your bias is down below. Coda likes V, which I totally understand, but my bias is Jin. Anyway, this is the book that I wanted to finish yesterday. It's a true crime book. It's called People Who Eat Darkness by Lloyd Parry, and he is a correspondent for the Times living in Tokyo, or at least during this time. He was a young woman named Lucy Blackman who went missing. She was working in Tokyo, and it's following that case. So I'm almost at the end. I had about like 80 pages to read, so I have like 40 pages left, so I can count that for today. Then the other books that I wanted to read, I don't have my copy with me right here, but my copy of The Duke and I from the library has been in transit for like 3 months. My sister's copy ended up coming first, even though she reserved it later than me, so I'm going to be trying to read that, or The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is Antony's story, Daphne's brother. I might try to get to a romance book by Talia Hibbert from the library. That's how I want my weekend to go. Today already I've like worked out because I didn't get to do that last night. I did like a really light thing. Like I said, I did some homework, and then for the rest of the day I want to virtually hang out with my boyfriend Coda and watch a bunch of stuff. I introduced the show Superstore to him because I'm sad it ended, so I'm really glad he's enjoying it, and then probably we'll end up watching some Japanese variety shows and possibly try to end the night with obviously finishing this book, but also more textbook reading so I don't have to do as much tomorrow. If you're new here, hi, this is so long. My name is Noah. I'm a bookish and lifestyle vlogger, born and raised and still based in New York City. So if that sounds like of any interest to you, I would absolutely love it if you'd stick around and subscribe. It's been a minute since I've done a reading vlog. I missed it, so hope you enjoy. Oh my goodness. Yesterday I spent like the majority of the day with Coda because we spent almost 11 hours on Zoom talking and mostly watching stuff. For majority of that time we watched BTS stuff, which is so funny because once I get hooked onto something, that is what consumes all of my time. We watched some other K-pop stuff, like some videos of Mamamoo or Big Bang I think, but mostly of BTS, and we watched their documentary. When I get really into something like this, I want to learn everything about it. We watched some of like the Japanese music videos, which was really fun because I love their music, but I also want to be able to sing along. So that's a huge part of like why I also want to be able to learn Korean, or I do want to learn Korean. I didn't do a lot of reading. I did like 117 pages, which is honestly good for a day. I finished People Who Eat Darkness, which is like 100 pages-ish, and I'm not going to be rating it because it's nonfiction, it's a true crime novel. I was getting kind of bored in the middle until like the trial, I guess, started happening, and we kind of saw a little bit more into the killer Obara's brain. He actually should have been caught a lot earlier. He sexually assaulted, drugged like hundreds of women, possibly 400, and filmed it. Most of them were foreign women who were living in Japan. That was really creepy, like looking at the photo of him, or I'd rather not because it just really creeps me out. The author was adding a lot of other cases that weren't his victims. That's where I felt like it was kind of dragging. I didn't feel like it was necessary to go that much into detail, so I didn't think the book needed to be this long. I also learned a lot more about the Japanese judicial system, so I asked my mom about it and she was looking up on the case and we were having conversations about it. The police in Japan is very inadequate because not a lot of crime, like huge crimes like this happen, or at least they're not equipped to like handle them so often. So it's very different compared to how the American police system but also the court system works. And then after I finished that, I started my library book, A Girl Like Her by Talia Hibbert, which is the first book in the Ravenswood series. This is, I think, a hate to love. From what I can tell, Ruth, it says she's the town pariah. So people don't really like her. They think she's like a weird bitch. Someone called her slow in the book, but I think he's an ex. So she hates people. She's very antisocial. And then there is an ex-military man named Evan, who I think becomes her new next door neighbor. It says after she's the town pariah, he doesn't give a damn. She hates people, but he's being all friendly and nice to her. So the town is really weird. They live in Ravenswood. The reason why I wanted to read like a little bit more before doing this clip is because I was confused about why they hate her. We don't know why. The prologue was very confusing. I'm definitely intrigued to see like what exactly is going on. We can already tell that Ruth is like this prickly character and Evan is a really kind person. And then here is the copy of Bridgerton. It would be awesome if I finished this today, but it's like 200 and almost 200, 300 pages, so that's a little bit of wishful thinking because I do have some homework to do today, like textbook reading, so I'm going to try to do that in the morning right now before lunch and before we go to the farmers market. And then I think this will be a Sunday book, but I definitely don't think I would finish it depending on how much homework I have because this is over 400 pages. It's just been a weekend of procrastinating because I'm finally getting to homework that I said I was going to do like hours ago. It's 6 o'clock and I'm starting dinner in like half an hour, so love that for me. I almost scrapped this vlog, but I didn't want it to be the second vlog that I scrapped for this week, so I'm going to extend this past the weekend. I feel like I've been pretty uninspired, and like the non-reading vlogs, like the weekly vlogs, have been really fun, but they get pretty repetitive. And as someone who A, loves routine, and B, is stuck in quarantine where I don't really leave the house except to go to the library, the content that I can show is pretty set, and I feel like even if it's going to be a little bit different, it's only a little bit, so you might as well like watch the past vlogs instead. So I do want to get a lot of reading done, but I don't think that's going to happen over the weekend just yet because I procrastinated again. Honestly, I've been to 3 different institutions, like colleges, universities, and let's just say this one is number 3. Not because like this professor gives a lot of homework, because it's not like hard stuff, it's like just tedious work. I did read a little bit more of this. Things escalated really quickly in terms of like getting it on. I almost thought that Ruth was having a dream. There's obviously an attraction. There's autism rep. Ruth is autistic. And also at the beginning, I do want to say there's a content warning for mentions of intimate partner violence that could trigger certain audiences. I actually have to start getting ready for bed now, but I do want to read because I haven't done that at all. But I was able to finish my assignments in a timely manner, a lot earlier than I thought I would. But I'm going to read my book because I didn't at all, and I wanted, because I haven't been reading much this vlog, I wanted to try to read at least 100 pages. Good morning, it's Monday. The glare is so bad. I was able to read 110 pages. I'm definitely over the halfway point, but I'm a little bit confused. So now at this point, we know why Ruth is seen as, quote, the town Jezebel, and why people hate her. This is why I hate small town bullshit, because everybody is all up in everybody's business. They're all gossiping, and they all have to make sure that, like, Evan, the love interest, knows what's going on, which is so fucking annoying. Evan is the type of guy who, like, doesn't give a shit, but like Ruth has been hurt so many times, not just by her ex, but also the people in this town, the shitty people in this town. So obviously I think she's right not to want to trust Evan at first, or to let him into her life. I feel like it's so fucked up what happened, and the town just like let it slide. I don't know, I feel like everything just sort of unraveled really quickly in this book, so I'm still at like a 3-star point for this. I have like 40 minutes until class starts. I think I'm gonna try to read. Class is over. The quiz is finished. I feel pretty good about it. It's brownie time. I'm listening to BTS, all of their albums. My boyfriend has me listening to one song from Day 6, You Make Me. My mom wanted to eat it right away, so it was a little bit like soft still, but honestly, so good. I wanted to read, but I think that I have an amount left, like it's less than 100 pages, so I think that I can finish that tonight. So I'm gonna get a head start on work that I wanted to do yesterday, because I might as well. It's still bright out, so I feel like I have enough energy to muster up. Finished my assignment, took a break, and oddly, ready to do more homework. I don't know what this feeling is because it's Monday and I literally have the entire week to get to the rest of my homework, but I think I can do it. I haven't done my hair or anything yet, or adding water to scrunch it, but I had an interesting morning so far. It's only like 9 a.m. I woke up to a charge on my credit card that I didn't recognize, but I recognized the business that made the charge, and so I called my bank to make a claim, and they figured it out for me. They told me that whatever company that I still might be doing business with is like giving off their information and allowing for that to be fraud. Well, the only consistent charge that has been made is fucking book of the month. I might need to cancel my subscription with them, but I'm gonna call them to see if it could be solved. So we'll see next year after I give them a call, I guess, because it only happens once a year. It's so strange, but I finished this last night. It wasn't quite 100 pages, which kind of sucks. It was literally like 2 pages shy. I think it's 3 stars. I think this is one of the books that Talia Hibbert independently published. I liked it, but I feel like there wasn't that much character development enough for me to like really get to know them and fall in love with them. Like, yes, for Ruth I got to know her, and for her I connected with, but I didn't feel like there was a lot about Evan except for this small part about his mom. Also, in the author's note, she wrote, "It was a lot of fun to write a main character with autistic spectrum disorder. As someone with ASD, ADHD myself. I hope that my neuroatypical readers find in Ruth the sort of representation we rarely get. An autistic character with a personality and a life rather than an animated stereotype. An autistic character who isn't an alien or a changeling or even a theoretical physicist. First of all, I didn't know that she was someone who is neuroatypical. I think that's great that she's able to fit in this representation, which is why her other books have as well. Like Jacob? Yeah, in Eve Brown. That's really amazing that we get this sort of rep that she wants to see in the world. Same with Helen Huang. So I will be picking up other books in the series to see, because I think that the next book is about Ruth's sister Hannah. I just wish there was a little bit more to get to know about the characters, and I'll see with her other books and her other series. Anybody has tips on dealing with second day frizz after you like re-wet your hair, let me know. But this is my OOTD, and this is my cute little strawberry cardigan from Miracle Handmade. I'll leave their Etsy shop down below. They're based in New York. I think it's 2 Turkish immigrant women. I think they're immigrants. They work with women back in Turkey, giving them opportunities, like women who've never had jobs before and things like that. I think it's perfect. It was a little bit stinky when it came, like the dye of it took like about a week for it to go away, but I am very sensitive to smell. It smelled like jet fuel. Double mask, sunglasses, look a little weird, rings, shoes. Let's get to the library. Holy crap, it's so hot. This is my mouth guard. I got myself a strawberry drink. And I need to get out of these jeans immediately and wash my face. I want to start a new book. I obviously am not going to be able to finish it today, so I don't know if I shall talk about it in the vlog. I know that tomorrow I'm going to start a new vlog for next week. That's going to be more of like a legitimate reading vlog. While the oven preheats and I wait for my mom to come home, I wanted to get reading in for today because I haven't. I wanted to start on Bridgerton if I am, because my sister has it, the Duke and I, but she brought it with her. I think she went into work today, so then I guess I only have this because it's due soon. And I usually don't care for companion series, but I guess we're gonna start with Anthony and not Daphne. He's so hot. We love Anthony here. Finished 2 assignments. Might work on 1 more and finish it like tomorrow or Thursday. But right now I'm gonna work out. I'm running a little bit behind. Get ready for bed, read. I haven't read it all today, but I honestly feel like I got a lot done. Good thing I did stuff yesterday, because honestly I don't think I would have had time today. Okay, let's work out.